Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play the Darkest Dungeon. There's going to be a few things different today, mainly because my furnace, well, pretty much went out again. So there's probably going to be quite a few misclicks, because I'm having to go in full winter gear here, and including my gloves, coat, and all this stuff. It's fun. It's like a little mini camp out in my own home. But anyway, I finally figured out what the town... oh crap, what do you call it? The town event, I think. Actually is. I can apparently, I think, recruit these two ladies. So I've been trying to figure out who I'm going to get rid of because I really need another Vestal. It's a good thing I figured this out, I think, before, you know, I kind of screwed myself. Now, I don't plan on taking an antiquarian on the next thing. I don't plan on taking it for quite a while, so I'm going to get rid of this.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
So, I'm going to take Pi de Coeur. I don't know how you pronounce the name. Anyway, we're going to be taking her.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
The reason? Because the other one has Mace Bash and a bunch of stuff I would never use. And the other one, old Pi de Coeur here, only had one I'd have to get rid of to get Judgment back, so that's the reason. It's a good thing I figured that out, though, because I really, really needed another one of those. So, yay. So, I think I've gotten everything set up here. I want to make sure I got everybody I want in stress relief. And I pretty much do, except Dema. But he can't gamble, so... I don't really know if I want to send... How much stress does he actually have? He has 36 stress. She's already drinking. I'm not sending him to the gambling hall because he can't go to the gambling hall. And I don't really want to send him anyplace if I don't have to. I mean, stress naturally goes away, I think, 5 per week if you don't do anything, so I don't know. You might hear a little bit of a buzzing in the background. Not buzzing. You might hear a little something in the background. I can't help that. I'd rather not freeze to death, so I have a portable heater going on my left. About 3 or 4 feet. Hopefully my post-editing skills can get rid of that noise mostly. But let's get going. That's something that's actually a little more, you know, not depressing as my woes of heating. So, where am I going? I would rather not freeze my ass off, pardon the language. So I'd rather go to someplace short today, until tomorrow when I can get the furnace people out here to actually fix it. Let's see, Highwayman, plus 2 crit, plus 5 stress, though. That crit's nice, but I don't think it's worth the overwhelming bad things. Neither one of the short areas is actually any good, as far as the rewards. But this one is better because it does have deeds. So, indeed, we will be going to the Weald. And so going into the Weald, we're probably going to be bringing... What tanks do we want going into the Weald? Campion... Yeah... Is not really all that great there. I would like to take Valence, but I don't want her to go to level... I don't want her to get too high a level. Excuse me. So, Picard... could probably do with it, but her stress is what? 20? Oh, 27. It's almost like 30. I mean, you don't have to wait to have like a Crusader to go to the ruin. Like, Crusaders don't have to go to the ruins. I just usually like to try and min-max when I can. And if he does get moved back, he does have Holy Lance at least. But Smite is not really all that great. I mean, it's better to bring a Hellion there. We're going to roll the dice a little bit. I'm not going to roll the dice with Valence. I'm going to roll the dice with Picard. I have faith in Picard. Probably shouldn't, but I do. I'd rather take Omond here. Unfortunately, he's a Weald phobe. Ah. Well, what about Percy? Percy is a tactician there. That's actually quite a bit better. He does have fingophobia, and then Hey, you know what? No, we'll take Percy. I don't think he'll go up to level 3 just because he's going into a level 1 area. At least not in one battle, not one dungeon anyway. So, let's see. I could take you. But if I'm gonna do that, I have to get you your proper skills. Because I really don't like, what was it? Illumination on Judgment. These little things add up. Like the little charges I keep making. 1,000 gold here, 1,000 gold there. You know, it's not good. And who else do I want going into the Weald with us? I wish, oh I wish that we had a... Actually, I might not want her to... Well, I need her to have that anyway. I was going to say, I might actually want Corbin to go. But yeah, I might want him to go because... The reason is because if I do that, then I can also bring Torment, or Tormont, or whatever her name is. And then we have basically a mark group. Of course, the problem is I would need to get her mark as well. Crap, that's another 1,000 gold I didn't really have to spend, but I'm going to do it anyway because I have enough money to spend right now, which is not a good excuse. I'm going to do it anyway. Because I like that minus dodge. I love that minus dodge. I have to haves it. And I will. Because I'm sick and tired of missing. I hate missing. So she's in 3. And she can, unlike most people, actually do a darn thing with... Where is it? The dodge. Because she don't have dodge in the first place, so that damages... It's going to push her from 4 to 9 to 5 to 10. Might not sound like a lot, but that's a decent amount. Let's see, stun resist. Trying to think what else she might actually need. Debuff charm wouldn't be terrible. Her dodge doesn't really get much lower anyway. No. I'm trying to remember. I always get the Warrens and the Weald confused. Because they both start with a W and they both have animals, I think. One of them's the pig place, has a bunch of disease, and the other one is not. Anyway, you need... I guess you don't really need anything, but... I hate to not give him anything. Regardless, I am giving you this. And... I don't think that's really gonna do jack all here, but in the off case there is Eldritch here. Yeah, sure, why not? And for our tank, I know I'm giving you at least one. I'm gonna be giving you this. Usually helps pretty good, pretty well. Her speed's 4. I'm not giving anybody that because it's stupid. I don't like that. And oh man, I wish I remembered if this is the place with the diseases or not. Crap. Well, regardless, when you don't really need anything, really, and I guess that's gonna be it. I'm not very good at the whole trinket thing, but I think we should be fine here. Because we got someone who can attack pretty much anywhere. We got someone who can, again, pretty much attack anywhere and give the big boom to start off with. Again, pretty much can almost attack anywhere. The only thing she can't attack is the first spot. Oh, no, wait, she can target the first spot. It's just going to be a random thing, which I don't like. It'd be better if I had Bola, but I'm not spending another 1,000 gold. Got the big boom, and yeah, okay, so I guess we're good here. I really should try out if it bleeds, because I hear that's a pretty good skill. Man, I can't hardly feel where my fingers are on the keyboard with these gloves on. Oh, man. Now, this is probably a little bit waste of money here. But I'm gonna do this. And yes, I realize there's 2 there before you say, you got an extra one? Yeah, I know. That was the point. And that should be good. Yes. Man alive, it feels weird. Okay, so this is not what I thought it was, but this should still work pretty well. I hope, because we have the mark, so the high protection thing should take extra damage.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me with this. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out which one would be faster to go first. Well, regardless, we're going here either way. So let's get going. That was quick. I'm pretty sure we weren't surprised, so I guess we were surprised. They just didn't have the gall to say that we were surprised, but we were surprised.
Back to the pit.
Okay, well, there's no real point in marking at this point. We just want him dead. And you can actually kill it.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Ah. Seriously? I've never seen a 0. I've only ever seen a 1.
Another one falls. As victories mount, so too will resistance.
So that didn't go completely to plan, but it did somewhat. Let's use one of these. Not probably the best use of a shovel in this area, but oh well. I don't think there's an enemy in the other room, but we should still have technically a small advantage. Okay, so which way are we going? Well, I think we'll go this way first. My reasoning? I don't really have one, but that's the way we're going. Ah, this would be a good time for a Crusader.
Executed with impunity.
Damn right. He's just doing everything. Well, they're not really Eldritch, but I will do 3 to 6 damage. But I could do this. Get rid of that corpse.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I wonder who it'll hit. We really would... I'd like to heal her. But I don't... Oh yeah, I could do that.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Not the best way of going about it, but it will work. This will actually work on our favor here. A bit. Ooh, that's a lot of food, but that will work just the same as a healing thing. We're running low on space already, but I mean, we're backed up pretty much full health. That works pretty well. Okay, so the next room it is. And since we have no idea what's in there, another torch is in order. Oh man, never thought my furnace would go out at this time of year. I don't think that was visible. If it was, my whoopsie there, but I don't think it was. It has a lock on it. Well, you know what to do here.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, I guess. Haven't really done anything, but yeah. Man, I'm getting fairly lucky here as far as battles go.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Just trying to see if there's any... Oh, well, I guess that helped a little.
Be gone, fiend.
I love that ability. I never thought I would love that as much as I do, but I do. That's dodge, so yeah. Ah! That sucks.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I decided to gamble a little bit there. Don't know if it was a worthwhile thing. Apparently, in retrospect, it was.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Gotcha. Strange disembodied voice of my ancestor who's already dead. Pretty sure that means my character's a schizophrenic, but okay, yeah, sure, why not? Maybe not schizophrenic, but, you know... Could you, like... Okay. I was like, did I not click it? I can't feel it through my gloves, but I think I clicked it. Time to move on back. Don't need to waste no torch here. So your fingophobia is going to be satiated, at least for a little while. So, another clear hallway. Nothing really to talk about. I could go into modern events, or current events, but I'd rather not go into a political thing here, because that's a totally divisive subject, especially in my country right now. Now, I'm thinking that's getting rid of a negative quirk. I'm gonna go check. You know me. I don't like wasting resources. Okay, I was in fact wrong. It's not getting rid of a negative quirk. It's actually giving you a positive quirk. So who needs another positive? You don't really need one. You could probably use one, but you really need one. So I guess it's going to our Arbalist. There are a lot worse things for an Arbalist. You know, she'll be useful if I can keep her healthy later in the game. Because Eldritch, I'm assuming, is going to be a pretty sizable, enemy type in the game later. Come on. There we go. I'm starting to get the hang of this paying attention thing. It's actually, paying dividends. Who would have thought, right? I'm just waiting. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm just waiting for the Collector to show his ugly mug again. Okay, there's one battle. One battle left. I can work with that. I can totally work with that.
The light, the promise of safety.
Wowee, this is a really easy dungeon.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This is like how some, JRPG where you're like over leveled going into a dungeon and like everything just dies. That's what this is. That's what it feels like anyway. I mean, we didn't get any stress at all during this mess.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Alright, well I don't want or need that, so we're skipping that. And I guess we're just gonna keep on going. There's no other battles, unless I get into a unforeseen battle, which has been known to happen.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed with misintent.
I was gonna say, why can't I move? It's like, I know you're scared of the dark, man, but come on now, we gotta keep going. You know what? No, I'm going back. I'm going back. Because I want to go get that loot over there. I got another shovel. This'll work. And you get more loot when it's dark, so I figure, you know what, why not? There's no point not to. Unless I meet the Shambler. But, you know, I don't plan on meeting the Shambler, so I should be fine, I think. Of course, you can't really plan to meet the Shambler. It's kind of like a % chance when you're in total darkness, so I don't plan on letting it get too dark. It's easier if you squint. Well, don't worry. We'll, come on. That doesn't help. Now we're done.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
That was, I think, the easiest dungeon I think I have ever had in Darkest Dungeon. The easiest. I don't look for that to ever happen again. I'm just saying, I think that was the easiest. I don't know what claustrophobia does, but what's natural swing? Oh my god, that is so good. Oh my god, that is even better. Somebody is smiling upon me from above today. Easy dungeon, great perks. I mean, we got everything there.
All my life, I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Cool. So what about that? What do you want me to do about that? Anyway, let's see who's on the stagecoach today. We have a shitload of occultists, and by shitload I mean more than half of them are occultists. So if I didn't like Corbin Dallas as much as I do already... Actually, he does have a lot of bad things, doesn't he? I like Corbin Dallas, but let's see what these guys have. Ew! Sacrificial stab. At least he has word reconstruction. He just doesn't have vulnerability hex. So you're not going to be, unless you... No, you're not. No. He has exactly what I want skill-wise, but what... Not very good as far as negatives. That's a kind of a big one when it's a healer. Okay, what about Freeman? Or Frauman? That might not be terrible against, like, bosses, weakening curse. I don't know if that stacks, like, over and over. If it does, that'd be really good against bosses, but I don't know if that works. That's the problem. That's not terrible. That's really good. Well, not really good, but that's better. That's, you know, better than a lot of things. And that is really good! I like the stun resist on healers. So, Freeman might be coming into our group, but the problem is, who am I going to get rid of to bring him into the group? Melee skills. Do you even have melee skills? No. Okay, you have one, but you don't even have it skilled, so, I mean... I might get rid of Saiset here. Or Saiset. I don't know how you pronounce that. Saisal? Because what does she bring? She brings Health Tonic, which means she's a glorified Vestal. She has the thing that Plague Doctors have, which, you know, it's decent. Not great, but decent. Blinding Gas, which is not... I don't like it. And Liquid Courage. So, you're gone. What? I can't... I was gonna say, why can't I get rid of you? Why? What, am I sleeping with you or something? No, get out of here.
This one has become vestigial. Useless.
So what do you have? Steady. The shocker. I could come up with some musical lyrics from a band, but I'm not going to right now. Not my favorite skills, but he does have some. He does have the point blank shot and the pistol shot and the wicked slice, except I'd rather have... Well, isn't that bad? I think I'd rather have open vein, just so I could throw bleed in there as well. But he's not bad. He's just not great either. Is this my first leper I've seen? It seems like it's been the first one I've seen. Now lepers are kind of like crusaders, except not good against undead. They just hit really hard, as I recall. Like they hit like a truck, but they miss a lot. Like their accuracy on their moves, you got 75, 75, 85. They do have solemnity, which is pretty good if you're in a place where, you know, has a lot of debuffs, but You know, I don't really know if I mean, I can kind of offset the accuracy with the one trinket I have. Speaking of, do I have any trinkets for lepers? I don't think that I do. I think I just have regular ones that everybody can use. Yeah, so that don't really help him any. And Mirage? Marriage? I like to call him Old Marriage. That's not really all that good on an occultist. That's pretty good. Oh, poor little feller's all tuckered out. Doesn't really matter with him. It doesn't really matter with him. Hands from the Abyss. Yeah. I don't like it. But it has its uses, I'd imagine, with the torch. I'm just trying to go one by one, seeing who I'd want in the group. Try and give them their due time, their chance. You know, they do have the... Ooh, she has a lot of stuff I like. The Rallying Flare might not be terrible. I mean, I just never really found a good use for it. But she does have the Bola, the Mark, and the Sniper Shot. Does everybody have fingophobia? Everybody has fingophobia, seems like. Beast Hater and Night Owl. I need more roster slots, man. Like, badly. Like, really badly. Oh, man, I don't even know who to get rid of. I'd like to get both Arundel and Collier, but I don't know who to get rid of. Like, I like everybody we have, except maybe Vavasur, but I'd like to give Jesters another shot. It wasn't really a fair shot. They really shine when you get, like, a campfire going. I don't want to get rid of Campion because Renault's going to get to level 3 soon enough where he won't be able to go into the low-level dungeons. I'd like to have another Crusader in that time. You know, that's why I have Picard and Valence. That's why I try and keep, you know, multiple people so we have all levels so we can go wherever we want, generally. Oh, man, there's too many good stuff here. I don't know where to go, what to do. Speaking of which, how much do we need for another? We need 9 more. 9 more. What is this?
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh, wait, I have no idea where this stuff is. Nope. Nope. Okay, I need to actually, you know, pay attention to what I'm clicking on. So, question is Arundel worth getting rid of Vavasur? Because by class, you'd think you'd want to get rid of one of the duplicates, but these duplicates are kind of my bread and butter. You know, I like my tanks, I like my DPS, because I love Highwaymen, especially point blank shot, I love them. And I'd like having a decent amount of healers. It's just, you know, DPS are kind of my expendables, so to say, which is Vavasur and Batolier, but I mean, I kind of already have one Arbalist, but Arbalists are so good with that dodge minus and the sniper shot. They're so good with it. Especially pair them up with an occultist and you got a bunch of marked going around, and throw a bounty hunter in the mix and you got just a, you know, a death squad running around. Well, anyway, I guess I'll save it for next time, because sitting here wondering isn't anything done, and I need to actually edit these before I freeze to death. Okay, that's a bit of a hyperbole, but still, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you can't hear that noise in the background. I'll try and get rid of as much of it as I can, but I didn't want to freeze to death, so I had to keep the heater on. So, hopefully I shall see you tomorrow. Farewell, everyone. Until then.